Back out here on the river, it's warmer today, but the water's up. It's up a good bit. That path back here normally doesn't have any water on it. You see, usually this is dry right in here. But I got the sifter still. I'll see what I can do. Well, in a washout, there's something. Man, too bad that's, I don't even think it's broke. I think it's a tool. See, that's almost like a little square knife. It really doesn't look like there's much missing off that one top piece. See, that's a pretty nice little knife of some kind. This is a good wash. I might have to take some screens in here. Right here, something. Oh, that's a little blade. That's nice. Little tool or something. Look at that. It's even got a notch up here on the side. Might even be just a point like that. That's cool. Now this is a cool little tool too. See, it's just a little teardrop shaped thing, and it's notched there on that side. That's pretty cool, huh? Well, walking a little farther and I see something, but it looks break. Looks like it would have been nice. Look at that. There's a point laying right there. It looks like a kind of a pentagonal type base, and it's even, that's too bad. Well, this would have actually been pretty nice. See? But snapped off there. Too bad on that. Kind of has E notches on it. That I just found several nice points. A big sandy broad base is one of the better ones. I've been finding some nice stuff here, so I'm gonna go a little in here. The water's cold, but I got stuff coming to remedy that, which I will talk about in this video. But go here a little bit. It feels good down in here. I feel a big rock down in here. I'm gonna have to pry out and I'll dig all around it. It's usually good around big rocks. Yeah, that's all been. And see how that's broke? I think they used these, they were hitting that with an antler billet. Some of these stones like this, and I'll see the shock where it snapped. I think they were using indirect percussion. See this? And they did hit this to take a flake off, and it busted the stone. The shock, you see? And you can see that's clearly an artifact, and see the use on it there. It's just like it was dropped last week. The preservation on them places is just crazy. Just now wonder what the heck the other part of that looked like. It's just some kind of chopper or tool, and you know they could have been using that. It's chewed up right here on the end. You could have been using that for napping. Right here's another little lancet. It has a little chipping right in there in use. Found a lot of these in here, nicer ones than this too. Spot. I got another nice find already. This is the same screen as that lancet. Look at this blade. It's a knife. So, oh, it's got polish from use. It's nice material. That's pretty decent, huh? Not bad at all. And there's that little knife. Kind of nice looking material. See, that's decent. Well, I watched this documentary, this Time Team place. I'll put it up the end on the left, and I'll show you this. They were finding a clay layer, and see that right there? That's some kind of a little tooth. And it's probably very, very old. See? I got another one in there too, and I'll show you what it's coming out of. I'll put it in my pocket here. We'll look at it close up, but there's clay layers that are like dark, and see? They've got stuff in it. And it's like down on the base, locked under a clay layer. And I think all of this, there's flakes in it. And there's, in the clay, I think it'd be cool to take some of it. I'd say all the wood, there's probably bone preserved in it too. What is that? See, there's something organic from it there. And there's artifacts right in it too. I think they're coming out of this, in this spot. We'll see. These little teeth things come out of this muck layer. See these little rooted things? I'd say them are some kind of fish tooth here. And all I did was feel in that dark muck. See, I think that's the root, but it might be, I don't know, the canine. See, they're all through that muck on the bottom. That's crazy. I watched a documentary like on Archaeology. It was Time Team or something, and they were looking for teeth in layers just like that above the gravel layer. And I reach into it and start feeling with my fingers and find 2 teeth just here that quick. Wonder what else is in that muck. Here, there's base clay I flipped up and see the organic kind of lock layer, and then it was in places there's clay over it. And there's little teeth and stuff. And plant material and wood, I think, in them black layers. And who knows how old I think there's a chance, if you really look at some of this stuff on some of these places, to really get some exceptional, say, cracked up rock. I don't know. But it just stinks on this. I'll show you. No sense putting this up on the shore, but there's a beautiful black chert stem point. Wonder what that was. Would have been super. Nice stem point. Made out of real nice black glossy material. Blue black. That's too bad that's broke. Yeah, look at some of these old glass shards coming out of here. That is old stuff there. I'm gonna take that. That's an old piece. Yeah, look at that. That's some real old glass. I'd say that could be as old as like the Civil War. It's probably a pawn old bottle. Finding little shards of stuff like that in there. That's still cool. Water here, but looks like a point right there. See it? See what we got. Hold on. What's that right there? Oh, no way. That's a big tool. I didn't even see that. Look at that. It ain't bad. See, the cortex is on it, but it's worked. See, it's even notched. That is awesome, kinda. But let's get the point. Didn't even get this all looked down. I'm in a good area. You know, that broken point. Now, that thing I didn't even see, and there's a point here. Where the heck? Now, what the heck did I do? Yeah, I don't even know where the point's laying. I lost sight of it. Oh, here it is, up here. Right there, there's a point. Right there. It's a nice little piece. You know, I found nicer ones, but I'll take that. Look good in the frame. It's real thin. See, I'd say this is more of a preform, you see. Up there's the cortex of the river cobble. You can see how this stuff's made. And why do you think this is not finished? See right here? See that deep fissure in there? They were chipping this and a piece flipped out. And see, that goes deep, plus there's a crack. And they just stopped right there and pitched it. See, it's even started to be notched down there a little bit. And they're thinning it down, and that happened. And it didn't get finished and pitched. That's what I think. Well, and there's that little point. Don't know what to call that. It's thinned down nicely. Made out of a little river cobble with, see all the little fossils on it. But that ain't bad. I was only over there a few hours, and that place is going to produce some more stuff. Greens, look. I see an artifact, but there's little flakes from the manufacturer of artifacts, and there's pottery now. There's another sherd of pottery. Show you up close. I found several pieces in there in this little trip, but this is the nicest one. Most of the other ones were like that, a fourth of the size of this one. Another piece of pottery, so there's that in there too. His work there. Look at some of the flakes coming out of here. Look, my hands are getting cold, but look at that chalcedony like stuff. Wow. Wow. Yeah, there's that flake from my screen. Look at that stuff. That's just craziness, huh? Beautiful material in there. I'm gonna find something spectacular. You see, another artifact. There's 3 holes in this, pits. And there's even lines where they're sharpened stuff on it. Farther I got this down, I'll have to stop this now because I got enough clips for a video. I'm going to continue. You see, there'll be more, do a little bit more, but right here is a beautiful little blade. Wow. Stained up a little bit, but man, that's nicely made. It's even shouldered and got a spur there. Real thin, that's nice. Well, that's pretty nice, especially with that little spur on the edge. That's kind of cool, huh? And it's nicely thinned down. It's a little knife. It's really stained, but look at that two-tone color, man. The only reason why I left, my sleeves are wet, my hands are cold, and the heat's going from my hands into my core body temperature to keep me warm. My arms are going numb. Yeah, I'm back. I had to hurry up and get this video started so I could let my pet squirrel out. He's doing some tree climbing and digging, and the dog bubby's sniffing around. Look at him, he's going wild. Squirrel man. He's a good boy. Well, I had to leave, you know, my hands got cold and it's getting chilly this time of year, but I ordered a scuba top and scuba gloves and stuff, and I'll be able to wear them under my chest waders and sift longer this year, maybe all year. So we'll get a look at them, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Not bad finds again. Well, look here, folks. We're back in from the run, and he gets these blueberries and grapes from Walmart. Well, here's what I got. I got that wetsuit top there. You can see there what it is on Amazon, and I'll show you what else. And you see I got these, and they'll go up over that rubber, and then I'll be able to tie them off, and it'll be, you know, watertight. And that's what these are. It was like 75 bucks for both sets. And I'll show you what I'm wearing them with. You see these boots here is what I'm going to be wearing them with. So I'll be dry. Well, if you enjoy this kind of stuff, this is just stuff I found in like the past, well, like around 70 days. September 3rd, I think I started looking, and I've been going every day. I just found this real smoker right here. Look at all these other dark colored pieces, and look at all the other points. Just look at this. And I've got to go. I'm going to have to go on payday and buy more frames because I have another box out in the kitchen. So I've got a whole nother frame of points that big, plus probably this many more broken ones almost, and other little scrapers, you know. It's a lot of stuff. Look, just sitting right there. I'll have to get these framed up. I just found this big Sandy. All right, I hope you enjoyed.